Hi, it's Richard, RJ Coins, and welcome to 2025. Happy New Year to you all. And a little new section that I did hint at, I think, in the Christmas Carol Challenge, and it's going to be RJ's Keepers Corner. So I don't tend to video my 50p and £2 coin hunts anymore and put them up, but I obviously still do hunt through bulk bags, etc. So what I've decided to do is just put through the ones I might keep and explain why I'm keeping them, etc. And then they might appear on the Filthy Rich collection, for example, if they qualify there, and so forth. So this is the first hunt of 2025, and what I have kept or put aside. Some of them might end up being thrown back, but I have kept them for the moment to show off here. So let's start with the 50p's. Let's get some focus, there we go. So a lovely 2018 Paddington at the Palace. So Paddingtons are always popular, so I tend to keep all of those when they're in reasonable condition. They can be popular to swap out or pass on. So that was definitely a keeper. And then if you find them in really nice condition, so the opposite to my Filthy Rich, I might keep something like the Battle of Britain. Again, popular subject, not particularly uncommon, but this one really popped out as being in really good condition, so I'd put that one aside because that could still be sought after in that sort of condition. And then of course we've got something that everyone would look to keep. Lovely find for the first week of 2025, and certainly my favourite of this week, I think, in terms of the 50p's, the Suffragette women's votes from 2003. So again, that's now 22 years old, and that is one that's in pretty decent condition. Lovely design. And to round off the 50p's, I'm not sure it's going to come through too great, but this is one that potentially would have been a contender for the Filthy Rich. We've got some markings across the top, a bit of dirt at the bottom, bit filthy around the edging there, and you can see it's 2017, so low mintage, 1.7 million coin with a bit of dirt, a little bit of damage, so that potentially could have been one for the Filthy Rich. I think in reality this is one that will probably get thrown back. They aren't greatly popular despite their mintage, and it certainly isn't going to displace the one that's in the Filthy Rich collection at the moment, but a notable find as it is anyway. And then a decent week on the £2 coins to start off. Now the first one actually is one that I was given in my change. So it's the Trevithick steam engine or steam locomotive anniversary. So that's always nice to have a coin, a commemorative coin given to you in your change. It's pretty rare really, despite the fact some coins are quite common, to actually end up getting one handed back across the counter in your change. So I thought I'd show that one. And then spookily enough, in the hunt this week, I did also find the same coin, but in cracking condition. So again, this is now 21 years old. So for this coin, this is a really, really good condition. Let's try and put the two together so that you can see. Let's zoom out a little bit, give ourselves a bit more space. So you can see there's, you know, even a little bit of luster still left on the one found in the hunt compared to the one in change. Let's swap them around so that it's not just the light. Yeah, you can really see that that one found in that hunt is really nice. So again, I'll put that one aside. You can put together little sets of themes, or even look to put together a whole run of the commemoratives that someone might be interested in. So that will be a keeper. This one will probably actually end up going back into circulation. I'll spend that one, but that one I'll certainly be keeping. And something else that I generally always keep, certainly if they're in good condition, is the 1999. And I found a couple of those this week. And again, when they are in reasonable condition, they can go, you can perhaps sell those for £4 or so. If they're in excellent condition, perhaps even a little bit more, because they're only available in circulation. These weren't produced in sets, so someone can't just go and buy a set to get a 1999 technology. You do have to find it in circulation. Now, very common, highly minted in many ways, but it's still that case of, are you going to be given one in your change, and is it going to be in reasonable condition? Like this one, for example, is, you know, very, very nice, 26-year-old coin now, and for that age of coin, that is a really nice coin. So, you know, that one will be popular, and that one would certainly sell to someone that's interested in filling up a date run. So we'll keep those. And then again, if it's something that's slightly older and in really nice condition, I might like to keep it as part of putting together those sets that I mentioned. So we've got a DNA double helix this week, which I have decided to keep at this point because that's nice and clean. Again, this design tends to get easily quite grubby in the lines and the hatchings. So nice to find one like that in reasonable condition. And again, the Darwin, with it being a very flat design there, it can easily dull off, get scratched, etc. So this one I've kept because that's a nice clean background to the main design of Darwin and the ape, and generally in reasonably good condition. Bit of scuffing just around the portrait, but nothing that's massive. And certainly on the design, that's in really good condition. So if you like what you're seeing so far, do hit that thumbs up button, consider subscribing, and I'll show you the next one as well, which is a lovely condition underground roundel. So not one that's found all that often, and again, one that can easily get quite grubby with the grooves through the design. If you haven't subscribed already, do also consider hitting that bell icon. That would be much appreciated. There's lots to watch on the channel, whether it be UK and also my Aussie coin hunt and my series of the Filthy Rich, of which this one, excuse me, would be a contender. Got the abolition of the slave trade, and yeah, that one very much in the Filthy Rich collection. That's been covered in dirt or grease, and it's gone right through. Not sure whether someone might polish that off afterwards, because the actual writing is very clean, but it gives it quite a nice effect. So certainly be keeping that one. It's not going to displace the coin actually in the Filthy Rich collection, but it will certainly go alongside that, because I quite like that that effect. That would be a good good design effect. I've said that before around sort of the black dark finish against the Cooper nickel is quite effective. So, you know, you could actually produce that as a deliberate design feature, I think, and it would be quite a nice looking coin. And then the best find of the week. It can take me months and months and months, and I think there's probably been some years where I haven't found a Wales Commonwealth £2 coin, and it literally popped up as the first coin I found of 2025, and is certainly the best find of this week. Again, a contender in this case for the Filthy Rich with the markings that appear on here, but I think it is just quite thick dirt, so a little cocktail stick. You might get that off, just gently lift off the dirt. Certainly don't plan on cleaning it. I don't tend to clean coins at all, and certainly not something like a Commonwealth Games Wales. I think it would be better off leaving it like this than risk scratching it up with a clean in this sort of condition. If it was very, very much dirtier, then yeah, you might want to clean it if you're then going to keep it for yourself. Certainly wouldn't look to pass it on once it had been fully cleaned. So, Commonwealth Games Wales from 2002 is certainly the find of the week, and RJ's Keepers Korner King, shall we call it that? That's off the cuff. Don't think we can really use those initials though, unfortunately, there. But we shall certainly have a think about what we call the best coin of the week. There we go. Thanks for watching. Do hit that like button, do hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you again very soon.